So I got 35 books that I want to talk about that are my favorite of the year 2025. Hello, my magical book fairies. It is I, your wonderful magical book fairy, Kiara the Book Nerd Fairy, and today we are talking about 35. I wrote down all the books that I've written, that I've read this year in the book of the year of 2025. Some of them are series, like, not gonna lie. So they're each gonna count as one. So just letting you know. So anyways, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, hit subscribe and get your drink, get a snack, get cozy, and let's start on the video. So the first two, are the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, books 2 and 3, if you know, you know. And the next one is all 4. You gotta count the Spectacular as well. The Caravel series as well. So I am gonna reread Caravel, so by the time this video is uploaded, I already read it, reread it, and annotated it. Next is, I read this early in the year, so just kind of I did give this a 5-star. It is Under Lock and Key by Lena Ferguson. I'm not going to give it too much, but I know I did give it a 5-star, and it was so good. Like, so good. It's based in Scotland, and it's a Loch Ness monster, so I think y'all should read it. It's a romance book, too, so. Next is the Pumpkin Spice Cafe series, aka the Dream Harper series. I know a lot of people hated them, but I loved them. I read all 5 this year, and I finished it in the fall, so I can't wait for the next one to come out. So, yeah. Next is 2 by my favorite murder mystery queen, and that is Holly Jackson, and that is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, book 1, and the reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly, both by the queen that is Holly Jackson. They're so good. They were both so good. Like, I thought I was going to hate A Good Girl's Guide to Murder because, 1, it's a young adult murder mystery, and so is reappearance of Rachel Price, I believe, if I remember correctly. But they were both so good, and I did not care for Five Survive. Some people liked it, but I'm not one of those people that like Five Survive. I gave that like a 3.25 stars, if I remember correctly. So we'll review on that soon. Next, I got Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I know it's like a duology by Lynn Painter, but I didn't like nothing like the movies. I liked Better Than the Movies. That one, it was a lot better. I gotta read more of her books. I know she's a young adult, but Better Than the Movies, it was actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. And then another one is Happy Place by Emily Henry, which, honestly, I love the book rubbers, but Happy Place just gave me those vibes, you know. It was so good. I read it by the pool, like the rest of the book by the pool. And it was so good, not gonna lie. Reading it by the pool was perfect sense to read it by. Like, finishing up the book, reading it by the pool, 100%. Next, I got 2 from Lauren Roberts, and that is Powerless and Powerful. Both, one was listened by audio, and one, it was a novella, so I read that really quick, and it took me a day. So, they were both good. I gave them 4 or 5 stars, but it was so good. Like, I understand that hype too, so they were so good that I read them this fall, so, yeah. Next is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Oh my god. Such a good book. I finally got the understanding of that book and the series, and I can't wait to continue that series. I need to check them out at the library, and then I need to buy them. And I know there's a 4th book coming out too, so yes. So I gotta read Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. And I know Onyx Storm came out this year, but I haven't read it. Neither have Iron Flame as well. But I know Onyx Storm came out before or after my birthday. So, of January of this year. Next is Straight On Till Morning by Liz Braswell. That is probably my only favorite Liz Braswell book, and it's a Disney book. What if Captain Hook took Wendy to Neverland instead of Peter Pan? So yeah, and that one, oh my god, it was so good. Such a good book. The Last Bookshop by Evie Woods. Oh my god, I read this in April. Such a good book. It took me a while, but such a good book, and I highly recommend it if you're like a book lover and if you love books about books. Read it. It's so good. Like the fantasy and the action in it. It's so good, and it's like 3 different POVs. So next is On the Plus Side by Jenny L. Howe, which, oh my goodness, it was so good. Body positivity, romance, and I loved the cameraman. He was so adorable, such a golden retriever, and if I remember, not a lot of spice, but honestly I don't remember because it's been a while since I read it. I think I read it in like September, October, so yeah, but I love. Next is we got 5 different books. The first 4 are the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. What? Young adult murder mystery, and they all have these gifts, which, whoa, because the first book was amazing. The second book I didn't care for, but all of it, all the series in general was so good. And The Inheritance Games, also by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I thought I was going to hate it, but I actually loved it. Oh my gosh. I got to continue that series. That is actually a goal of mine. If you watch the series I want to finish by the end of 2026, then you will know that it is actually my goal to finish that series by next year. So next, I got the Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. Jennifer Lombard. Catherine Center. Oh my god. I loved it. I think it was better than The Bodyguard, which I read last year, but I love The Bodyguard too, which I'm excited to see that movie, FYI. But the Rom-Commers, oh my god, that was so good. I loved it. I hated it. All the feels got me in there. Oh my god, Catherine Center, the queen that you are, and I'm gonna buy books from you, and I'm gonna read more books from you, because queen, you are a queen. Next, we got a duology by Isabel Abanez, and that is What the River Knows and Where the Library Hides. They were so good. I thought I was gonna hate them, and they just came out recently this year or last year, and I thought, oh, they're young adult books, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna hate these, but actually they were really, really good. And Stephanie Garber is friends with that author, and you know me, I love Stephanie Garber, and she recommended both, and she wrote a review on both books. They were so good, and there's only 2 of the books, so there's no more. I recommend it, and it's a historical fiction, fantasy, action books that I highly recommend. I think the second book was a little bit better. Next is A Child Called It by Dave Pelzer. If you have not read this book, because this book has been out for years, I can tell you that, because it was out when I was in middle school. I don't know how long it's been out, but it is a non-fiction book that y'all have to read, okay? Check out the trigger warnings. It's so sad. The mom I wanted to punch in the face. If you read it, you would understand why. But that whole book, I wanted to cry because it was so good. I highly recommend that book. If you have not read it, read it. It's like probably one of my all-time favorite books. It's probably in the top 3. Next is, oh my god, First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. What? Because that book was amazing. I read that in the fall, and I know it came out like around Valentine's Day, but oh my god, such a good book. I can't wait to read the second book in that series, and The Queen, oh my god, that book was so good. And I have Good Spirits by her, which I really wanted to read this year, but sadly I did not. Maybe next year. So yeah, First Time Caller, love it. Sleepless in Seattle, I've never seen that movie, but oh my god, it gave me the vibes, and the daughter is so adorable. And if you haven't read it, like, come on, read it. Read it. It's such a good book, and I am mad that it didn't win a Goodreads award, because what the heck? Like, come on. I got 2 more books. Well, 3 technically. The first one is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I believe that's how you say her last name. And oh my god. Such a good book. I preferred it over the movie. I always prefer books over movies, but I've seen the Harry Potter series before the, yeah. And oh my god, I loved it. I ate it up right away. Like, what the hell? Like, I read it last month in November, and I was like, oh, what? The turkey partying scene. Oh my gosh. Loved it. It was so funny. And Henry and Alex, oh my god. Such a good book. I highly recommend it, and I need that book so I can annotate the heck out of it, because it is such a good book. And I don't like to annotate books if I don't love it. And I got it from the library, so like I said, I need to buy it and annotate it, because I need to reread it again. And I can tell you, it's probably one of my favorite books of this year. It's probably my top 5. And lastly, we got 2 more books, and that is the first 2 books of the series, the Boys and Tommen series, which is Keeping and Binding 13. Binding 13 and Keeping 13. I don't know why I flip-flopped it, but anyways, those 2 books. Oh my god. First I started it with Binding 13 on the audio, and then I'm like, no, I'm done. So I read it, and oh my, I can see why people love these books, because they're so good. And Larry reads Queen, because she talks about it all the time. And yes, I can't wait to continue the series. I'm gonna think the next 2 books of, I believe, of the series at my public library. The Redeeming, about Johnny. So yeah, about Shannon's brother. So I'm gonna read those 2 next. And yeah, because yeah, and also I love Johnny. The main character, the MMC. I don't know what is wrong with my brain today. The MMC in Binding and Keeping 13, and they're so good. I love them both, and I love the whole series. I did choke up a lot, and obviously a lot of times I wanted to punch people in the face. So yeah, if you know, you know, and I need to get the entire series, because that book series is amazing. Maybe I'll get it for my birthday, because my birthday is in January. So people out there, friends, family, if you're watching this, please give me the book series, please, for my birthday, because Christmas is just around the corner. So yeah, like I said, I think Binding and Keeping, I think the series is going to be my top 5 for sure. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. So that is practically a wrap up of what the 35 books that were my favorite this year. And honestly, not a bad wrap up, because next year will either beat this goal, be the same, or it will be lower. So we'll see what 2026 got got the hold. And if you made it through this far in the video and you haven't subscribed, why? So if you haven't already, subscribe, like the button, and comment your favorite books that you read of 2025. Honestly, I think my favorite is probably A Child Called It. It's probably top #1 of this year. And then the Boys and Tommen series, and then the Natural series, because they're so good. Anyways, I'll see you all again next week for another video. Okay, bye!